Hello everybody, my name is Yemi Akiye. I am in the class of Design A1 and this is my Summative D presentation. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my design specifications, my 3 feasible design ideas, my chosen design, my justification for that specific design, and my orthographic presentations. So let's get started with the video. Here is a visual graphic of my design specifications for my tiny sustainable home. It may look complicated. Some of you even may be like, what? What is this, Yemi? This doesn't make absolutely no sense. I don't understand this. Well, guess what? I'm going to be taking each and every one of you step by step so we understand the design specifications of my tiny sustainable home. My tiny sustainable home is made of all 100% recycled material. So nothing, absolutely nothing, is made out of anything that is not recycled. Everything is sustainable, which adds on to the sustainability and credibility of my home. The exterior part of my house has a light blue-green kind of tealish color that adds on to the beautiful appeal, the wonderful appeal of my amazing, extraordinary home. Just like any typical home, my home has windows, a door, and plants. The plants help add on to the air quality of the home, which makes this home an even greater place to live in. The theme of this home is a regular but retro home because I love throwbacks. I love that kind of stuff, so it has to be in the home. Now we're going to be talking about the cost of our sustainable home. Yes, I know. Why does the world always have to be about money? Money, money, and more money. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I understand. I know. It annoys me and bugs me too. But we gotta talk about it, right? Yes.
Yeah, girl, you're right. We have to talk about it.
As you can see in our design specification, our tiny sustainable home costs $50,000 to $30K bucks. I understand. I feel like that's a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. The bigger the feet of the house, the more money it costs. Our tiny homes go from 100 feet to 800 feet. This specific home that we're going to be showcasing to you is 700 feet. Also, the houses are customizable, so whatever the customer asks for, we are going to give to them. But the more that they ask for, the more expensive the home will be. However, the cost will not supersede $30,000, which, isn't it a good idea? Yeah. Now the house that we'll be showcasing to you in this video is going to be a 700 square feet tiny sustainable home. So this home will most likely cost from $18,000 to $23,000, or maybe extra depending on some customizables that you want to add to the house. However, we'll give you our lowest price guaranteed. If you can't pay that price, we'll give you the lowest price that we have in our book, $15,000. When we said that the tiny homes will cost from $15,000 to $30,000, you can see that $15,000 is the lowest price. So that's what it's gonna cost. We want our tiny sustainable homes to be of great quality to you. We do not want our homes to be so super tiny that you can't go from place to place without having to bump into other people or bump into other objects, which is obviously not convenient at all. We want to give all of you a financially stable price, which is not too expensive and inconvenient for the customer who is buying our product. Our home will be big enough for 5 to 6 people to fit inside. Even if you want to think bigger, 10 people can reside in this home, which is of great use. All throughout this video, I have been mentioning that my home is a tiny sustainable home. One of the reasons why I made my home a tiny home is so that my home does not take too much of Earth's space. I also made it sustainable because the earth should be able to bear my home and not be intoxicated by it. Now, with that in mind, I wanted to make a home that wouldn't actually take away from the earth, but actually add on to the earth. A renewable resource that could be good and nice and make the earth clean. The energy resource that my tiny sustainable home is going to be using is renewable energy. So we are going to be using renewable wind turbines. Now, the reason why renewable turbines are so good is because they generate energy that absolutely produces no greenhouse gas emissions and doesn't use any kind of fuel which might intoxicate the air of the earth. It uses renewable, natural energy. Buying this house is doing yourself and all your other friends a great favor because you are not putting toxic carbon chemicals into the air. Instead, you are giving the earth a nice, good chance to finally breathe. Like we have said many times before, our tiny sustainable home is 700 square feet, and it is big enough for 10 people to be in it. We understand the major concern of safety in the home. We all know that we want to feel safe and sound in our house and not have to feel scared or worried about anything bad that might or could happen. We also understand that there's a major concern over safety when it comes to children because, kids will be kids. Kids will do whatever. We understand that. We understand that you want your kids to be safe if you have kids. Our house will be so strong and so sturdy that nothing will fall on the top of your head. Trust me. Our home will not collapse on you. Our home will be sturdy. Not only that, but our house will include smoke alarms, evacuation plans, fire extinguishers, child safety locks, and so much more that is definitely needed for a house. Our safety features and locks also will help you live in a home where you can feel safe and secure and sound and not scared for your life, or for your kids, or for whoever's in the house. Our tiny sustainable home will be built with material that is of great quality to the house. Not only that, but it will be sustainable and recyclable. For our homes, we use recycled wood, recycled styrofoam, recycled brick, steel, and electrical wiring. Now, for the specific home that we will be showcasing to you today, it will have recycled wood and recycled brick. Now, we all know that a home needs foundation, obviously, because without a foundation, the house won't be a house. It literally won't be a house. So, for the foundation, our foundation includes sand, poured concrete, wood, brick, and stone. Now, for the last and final design specification, I know. We will be talking about the other important elements that a home needs, that our home will include. Obviously, our home is going to include plumbing, lighting, AC, heating systems, and connectivity within each area. Obviously, those are the fundamentals to any home, which obviously we couldn't touch, so that's why I added it into this specific specification. We already know how important these factors are, and we are ready to give it to you. We will not let you down. We want you to come and join us, and we'll be able to give you great deals with great prices, and satisfaction is guaranteed. Now, you will finally be able to see the blueprints and SketchUps of my 3 feasible designs that I initially created. So let's go! As you can see on this screen, here are my 3 feasible designs. I created them before I created my actual final product. As you can see, they're pretty rough, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to be showing you my 3 feasible designs and what my initial plans were. This is one of my first feasible designs. As you can see, it is 500 square feet. It kind of resembles that of a little shed because that was actually the plan. I wanted to make like a mini extended shed. So when I say I wanted to look like a mini extended shed, I don't mean like an actual shed. I wanted it to look like a shed, but house. You get it? Anyways, it runs off of solar energy, as you can see on the top of the roof. There's solar panels on the top of the roof. The roof is made out of roof tiles. The house was made out of brick. The door model was made out of recycled steel, and the window frame was made out of bark siding. And this house includes a bathroom, a bedroom, a mini kitchen, and a living area. So that was basically the house. Here's my second design. This is a 400 square feet house. As you can see, it has more of a 2D shape than a 3D shape, and it's run by geothermal energy. Now, this house includes a bedroom, a mini bathroom, a mini kitchen, a bathroom, and a living room. And this material includes recycled wood, steel, nappy roofing, and bark, and more. However, the reason why I really don't like this is because it's 2D, number 1. Number 2, it just looks weird and off. Number 3, geothermal energy is extremely expensive, so no. Now here's my third feasible design. As you can see, this house is 700 square feet. It initially had a steel rooftop. It includes 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a kitchen, a mini hall, a living area, and windows. These windows had shaving bark for the frame, which I forgot to put, and is powered by renewable energy. So this was the initial plan that I had, and eventually I ended up using it. This is the chosen design, the design that I thought, yes, I have finally arrived. I have arrived! And this is the one that I decided to choose. So this is comparison of my feasible design to my final draft of my design. I elaborated on the details of the exterior house much more on my final draft than on my rough draft. Now the final draft of my house is a 700 square feet house. On the top you can see that it has brown recycled bricks and they are used on the top of the roof. My exterior walls are made out of recycled wood. So I also have square windows and the frames of the windows are made out of bark sidings, so you can see that on all of the windows that are on the front of my house. Then at the entrance of the home, instead of making it very high up like my rough draft did, instead I decided to lower the front entrance of the home. And the door is also made out of recycled wood. And then I decided to add plants to the front of the house because it adds on to the friendly appeal. And then not only that, it helps to circulate the air and make it more safe. And a nice place to just be around. And also the tree next to the home helps with oxygen and carbon dioxide. Then I have a renewable energy turbine and it adds to the sustainability of the home as well. Now this home follows my specifications exactly. It falls into the aesthetic, the cost is affordable, it's sustainable for the customer, the environmental impact is absolutely great as it doesn't add too much carbon emissions into the earth and is actually using renewable energy. The size is perfect, like I said, it's 700 square feet. There will be safety in our home, the materials will be a strong, sturdy usage, and there will be other important elements such as AC, heating, plumbing, lighting, and so on. We will test the success of this house by firstly sending surveys to our customers so we understand the kind of house that they want and the kind of aesthetics and customizables that they want in their house. We will go to trustworthy building places that have good materials that we'll be able to use to build our house. We will make research concerning our houses so we can fit in with the modern day trend and not only that, be able to give houses that people will actually want to buy. If my houses sell, then I will know that my design was a success. Now finally, you guys can see the finished result. Here are my orthographic exterior projections of my tiny sustainable home. You can see that there are different perspectives of my projections. I developed these set of images from my drafts and I finally got to put it into real life. Well, that is my whole design project for you. I really hope that you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Bye!